Hello guys, my name is Michael and welcome to a new tutorial. Today we are going to learn a new widget, but before we do this we need to make some things clear for newcomers. If you didn't check my other videos, I struggle to suggest you to start from the beginning, because this one right here, it is about the widget, which it is created from a lot of other widgets. One important thing with this widget is that it uses a lot of things which we learned until now. So what I'm talking about now, it is as you remember, or as you already know, we learn widgets like how to create a button, how to create scales, and also some adjustments. We saw, we saw how we can set some icons and so on, and all these stuffs what we learned in last videos. We are going to use them today in only one widget. The widget which I'm talking about, it is called GTK button scale button. It is right here, which says it is a button which pops up a scale. It has some functions, it has some properties, signals, and of course it's object hierarchy. As you can see, it goes all the way up to go object. It's derived from GTK button, bin, container, widget, and so on. We have its implemented interfaces. As you can see, the buildable, actionable, activable, and orientable includes. And of course its description: GTKScaleButton provides a button which pops up a scale widget. This kind of widget is commonly used for volume controls in multimedia application, and GTK Plus provides a GTK volume button as well, class as well, that is tailored for this use case. So basically, if we open our volume control, this one right here at the right button, as you can see, it is also a scale button. Okay, so I'm going again up here, and we are going to go through these functions. The first one is GTKScaleButton new. It is a function, as you already know, which ends in new. This means returns a pointer to a widget. Takes 5 parameters, and the function says creates a GTKScaleButton with a range between min and max with a stepping of steps. So basically you are creating this button with the help of the range. As I already told you at the beginning of this video, I told you that it is about button, adjustment, icons, scale, and so on. I forgot to mention it is about the range as well. You already know what the range is, or at least you should already know what the range is. If not, go back to my other videos and check the GTK range widget. Okay, so that being said, those parameters are the size, which is a stock icon size. We already talked about that in some videos. Min, max, values for the range, the step, and of course the icons, which says an alternate array of icons, icon names, or null if you want to set the list later with GTKScaleButton set icon. I'm not going to use this one right now, so we are going to pass null. Anyway, we need this function. For this, as you can see, as you already know, we need to create a pointer. We need to declare a pointer, sorry. Now we are going to point the scale button to our GtkScaleButton new function, and its first argument says size, a stock icon size, so GTK icon size. This means you are going to right click on it and open link in new tab, and I'm going to choose menu, of course, because I'm used to with this one, but you should go all the way down through all this and check which one applies to your program. Here I'm going to set a menu, or no, I'm going to take a dialog, right, wherever, a big one. Okay, so basically the first parameter will be GTK icon size dialog. The second one will be min, I'm set to null, to 0, the third one to 10, and then the fourth one to the step to 1, and the last one, like I already said, I'm going to pass null. Now that we set up the scale button, we are going to show it to the screen, so we are going to add it inside our window first. GTK container add GTK container, our window, of course, and our scale button as well. Now I'm going to compile it and run it and see what happens. And as you can see, it works somehow fine. What means fine? It means that we have something. We have a missing icon here. We already know that, but what we don't know it is why it's looking like that. I mean, we thought there is a button right there, but I see only a damaged icon. Yes, well, that's the story. You are creating something now. Okay, so I'm going to hover over that part of the icon, and you will see that the button reveals. You see it is right here. I'm entering the pointer, I'm leaving the pointer. Now I'm going to click on it, and as you can see, we have something here which we don't understand what it is, but it is or it should be our scale button, but we have only a part of it. So to fix it, we are going to set some things here. So I'm going to set the margins of scale button. So G object set scale button, and its margin, not just a margin left, it will be more than enough. I'm going to say I know 30 pixels, and of course null to inform the function that we are done with it. Now let us compile it and run it again. Now it moved, of course it moved, but to fix this thing we are not going to do it today. But the most important thing which we need to know is where our scale button is. So I'm going to click the button now, and as you can see here, it is our scale button widget, which we have it and we are working with right now. So we can scroll on it, and of course we can go to plus and minus as well. Okay, nothing special. Just the same thing happens if you press the up and down arrow or left and right arrow as well. Okay, so this is the story with GtkScaleButton new. Now we can move on to a new function. So let us set some adjustment on this function. So that why do we need that? Well, let me run the program again, because this is very important. I'm going to compile it and run it. As you can see, we can scroll up, scroll down, and of course we can use our button up and down, left and right, which works fine. but it doesn't work for, okay, I just made a print script, sorry about that. But if you need to, if you feel to work with page up and page down, then you have to set an adjustment for different kinds of values, and if you of course need to set some default values as well, then you can be more precise by setting its adjustment. So basically we need to set an adjustment. For this we need to create it, so GTK adjustment, and now we can adjustment, we can create adjustment. So adjustment, I'm going to point GTKScaleButton set adjustment, and what do we need? We need, okay, this is a void function, sorry guys, it is a void function, so this means we need to pass that adjustment. Okay, so the first one, it is our GTKScaleButton, and the second one is the adjustment. Okay, so now we need to create that adjustment, so GTK adjustment new, and as you already know, we have 6 values. The first one will be the default value. I set it to 5 to be in the middle, 0, 10, 1 for the step, 2 for the page increment, and 0 for the page size. Now I'm going to compile it and run it. And works fine, as you can see. It was in the middle, which means we successfully created. Okay, I'm pressing again the wrong button because I'm using a tiny laptop which doesn't do things which I want to. Anyway, this is the way how you set your adjustment to the GTKScaleButton. So that being said, I think it's enough for today. We are going to talk about the other functions in the next upcoming videos. And until then, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors. And until next time, again, see you guys.